The majority of us strive for financial stability. We get up every day, go to work, and make a good living because of this. And even though it sometimes seems difficult to achieve our financial objectives, hopefully, these straightforward guidelines will assist you on your path to financial success. But before we get deeper, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Get paid what you're worth and spend less than you earn. Before accepting any job offer, do your research. Find out the market value of that position both inside and outside the company. Assess your skill sets next. Examining the duties you might be expected to perform will help you determine your level of productivity, your potential value to the company, and your market rate. All of this is necessary because receiving less pay than you should, no matter how small the amount of the difference in pay, will have a significant long-term impact on your finances. Here's a bitter pill to swallow. If you keep spending more than you make, you'll never succeed. While it may be easy to understand, many people find it challenging to adhere to this principle. But don't worry. Even though it might seem impossible to stop buying takeout, shoes, clothes, and other frivolous items, you can change your mind and stop wasting money if you put some effort into it and want to increase your bank account. Spending significantly below your means rather than attempting to make more money will make achieving financial freedom much simpler. Recording your needs and wants is a good place to start. Needs like food, decent clothing, and rent are fairly obvious. Nearly everything else wants if you stop to think about it. You might believe you require the new appliance you've been seeing advertised on social media. Not you though. Do you need to purchase every new iPhone model released? Should you purchase more shoes? Do you need the same car in 2 different colors? I'm sorry to break it to you, but you don't need any of this. You'll be able to manage your finances once you're able to differentiate between your wants and needs. You must also be aware of your priorities. It's not enough to distinguish between needs and wants. You also need to know which of your wants will make you happy and which won't. Increase your spending on the things that improve your life while saving the rest. If you continue to live beyond your means, it won't matter how much money you make, and this puts your ability to exercise willpower to the test. You must adhere to the following guidelines if you're committed to increasing your bank account and achieving financial freedom as a result. Number 2. Create a budget and stick to it. It's crucial to have a budget because it enables you to see exactly how much money you have coming in and where it's all going. If you want to achieve financial security, budgeting is a crucial element. It enables you to set financial objectives and guides how to carry them out. For instance, how much you want to save each month. There are many ways to keep tabs on your finances. If you're old-fashioned, you can keep the track of your spending the old-fashioned way with a pen and paper. Oh, and calculator too, if you're as slow at math as I am. Alternatively, you can use websites and apps designed to show you what your answers are automatic. These techniques can reveal the brutally frank difference between what you believe you're spending and how much money you're wasting. Be warned that when you realize how much you're spending, you might need to take a few deep breaths. The good news is that these tools can help you make minor adjustments to your spending once you've recovered from your initial shock, giving you more money to save and reinvest. You can set important goals for yourself and work towards them once you have a clear understanding of your financial situation. This could include setting aside money for unexpected expenses, purchasing your ideal home, or taking an extended trip. You can sit back and watch your bank account increase as you begin to master budgeting and manage your finances accordingly. If you're enjoying the video so far, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Number 3. Pay off credit card debt. Credit card debt may financially impede you if you are not careful. Using credit cards is convenient, but sometimes it is easy to forget that this is actual money being spent, and this money will eventually have to be paid back by you. Not paying off the credit card debt in time could cost you your dream of financial security. Yes, the pun was intended. Because it prevents you from getting the most out of your money, debt is seen as a threat to financial stability. The extra money could be put to other uses where it would be useful. For instance, you might use to help pay for your child's college education or to put money towards your retirement. Your finances will benefit more as you pay off your debt more quickly because you'll have more money to put towards achieving financial independence. Debt negatively impacts both your financial situation and your health. It raises your stress levels negatively. When in debt, one constantly considers how to make those payments in addition to how to save enough money to just survive. We are all aware of the detrimental effects stress has, particularly on our mental health. Why spend money on those pricey skin treatments when your debt will only make you stressed out and result in more breakouts? You'll be able to breathe and relax knowing that you don't owe anyone anything once all of your debt has been paid off. You'll only need to worry about your regular monthly expenses, and I think we can all agree that stress-related worry is more intimidating. Number 4. Work on a retirement plan. Consider contributing to a 401k plan, or any retirement program for that matter, if it is provided by your employers. The concept behind a 401k is that, up to a certain point, your employer will match your contribution to your 401k account in full. A match between employers is what this is. Despite being common, not all employers will provide a 401k. In that case, choose any additional retirement plan they offer you or think about opening an IRA. A Roth IRA is a great account for younger people, while a 401k is great for those who are employed. It is backed by money that was not taxed. With an IRA, you can avoid the immediate tax deduction and pay a higher income tax when you withdraw the funds after you retire. Even if you initially invested only a small amount of money, opening a Roth IRA as soon as possible could lead to a larger pay offer later on. More tax-free interest is earned the longer the money is kept in the account. When it comes to retirement planning, the earlier you get started, the better. Although everyone has a unique personal goals for the amount they are aiming for, there are generally the same methods for doing so. Number 5. Have a savings plan. When you have a lot of debt to pay off, it is easy to overlook your own needs. Paying yourself first is a good general rule to follow. A recipe for disaster would be to pay all of your bills first and then set aside whatever money was left in your savings. Why? Because you'll only have a small amount left to save, which will result in a smaller savings account. Make sure you set aside a portion of your income for yourself before you even consider paying your bills. You can even set up an automatic deduction and transfer to another account for this sum. It's crucial to plan for the future. But how on earth can you do that if you don't have the funds? For all of your long-term objectives, you must contribute to a retirement account. To increase your wealth, you should also set regular investment objectives. Even if you don't have much to invest in, start this practice because anything is better than nothing. By doing this, you'll at least develop the habit of saving and investing, so that when your income eventually increases, these behaviors will come naturally. To pursue your passions, make sure you have money set aside. This could be starting a business, for instance. For your passion, you should set aside some money so that you can take calculated risks without feeling uncomfortable. You will require some financial support for your own company to succeed if you want to own one. Create a savings account and deposit money into regularly so you can explore new chances to advance your knowledge, your identity, and of course, your financial situation. You should still save even if you don't have a clear goal in mind or don't know what you're saving for. The whole point of saving is to have money set aside in case you suddenly decide you'd like to do something. Feeling like taking a Baltic cruise right now? You planned and saved, so you have the money for it. It cannot be denied that life is full of unforeseen surprises. You could be robbed, lose your job, or experience a natural disaster at any time. I'm not trying to scare you, I promise, but that escalated quickly. You should have money set aside in case of an emergency. These situations are not only emotionally and physically taxing, but they can also empty your bank account if you are not prepared. Save money that will be used only for emergencies to be ready for the worst. To enjoy life, we all require a sense of security. The first item on this list just so happens to be financial security. If you don't have money saved up, you'll worry constantly about not having a safety net in case something unforeseen occurs. Number 6. Review your insurance. Many people make the mistake of overpaying for life insurance and disability insurance, adding coverage to auto loans, purchasing whole life insurance policies rather than term life insurance. The latter is more prudent. Or even purchasing life insurance when you don't even have any dependents are all examples of this. Insurance is only useful if the coverage is sufficient to cover any losses you sustain. For those of you with dependents, make sure you choose the best life insurance for you and your loved ones by conducting extensive research. You want to make sure they'll be at ease without you. Your lifestyle and personal needs will inevitably change throughout your long life. It is safe to assume you'll need to modify your insurance coverage as your lifestyle changes. You must make sure that you regularly review your insurance policies. You must make sure it complements your way of life right now. Having the appropriate insurance is very advantageous, whether you're looking to buy a car, pay for your child's education, or deal with an unexpected medical emergency. Number 7. Update your will. Only a small portion of the population, according to research, has a legally binding will. You must have a will if you have dependents. No matter how much you can spare, having a will is a requirement. Technology is your best friend if visiting a lawyer's office to have them draft your will seems intimidating. Several tools will draft it for you in its place. Don't forget to keep your will up to date after you've written it. It's easy to think that your first draft is sufficient and that your future is assured. That is not the situation. The same idea holds for wills, which you should always review in light of a changing lifestyle. Before your will becomes final, make sure to always add or remove items as necessary. Everybody worries about their loved ones. We want to guarantee that they have a stable future. Because of this, a will is required. And more importantly, this is the reason you have to update it frequently. Who gets what is determined by your will? And while there is a procedure through which family members can claim they weren't given enough, it takes time and money. Have a valid will that you regularly review to ensure that everyone you care about receives the protection they require. And that's it for this video. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.